What role does crude oil play in Middle East diplomacy? Imagine a world where a single barrel of oil can influence the course of international relations. That's the reality in the Middle East, where crude oil is more than just fuel. It's a key tool in shaping alliances, rivalries, and global power plays. The Middle East is home to a large share of the world's oil reserves, making it a vital energy supplier. Countries here use their oil resources to gain influence far beyond their borders. The organization, called the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC, is led mainly by Middle Eastern nations like Saudi Arabia. OPEC coordinates how much oil its members produce to keep prices stable or influence them. When OPEC decides to cut or increase oil output, it can cause prices to rise or fall worldwide. This affects everything from gas prices at the pump to the economic health of many countries. For Middle Eastern nations, controlling oil production is a way to stay influential and negotiate with powerful countries. Oil diplomacy also helps manage regional rivalries. For example, Saudi Arabia and Iran often have competing interests, and their oil policies reflected that. They might limit or boost oil exports to send political messages or strengthen their position. Sanctions on countries like Iran and Venezuela also impact their ability to sell oil, which in turn affects their diplomatic ties and economic plans. Another critical element is the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway through which about 20% of the world's oil trade passes. If this route is threatened or blocked, global oil supplies could be disrupted, causing prices to spike and tensions to escalate. Countries in the region work hard to secure this route, making it a diplomatic priority. Since the end of World War II, the United States has relied on Middle Eastern oil to fuel its economy. The U.S. has built alliances and maintained military bases in the region to protect these energy supplies. This has led to a web of diplomatic relationships, with the U.S. supporting friendly regimes and balancing regional rivalries to keep oil flowing smoothly. Recent conflicts like the Israel-Hamas war or tensions with Iran show how fragile this system can be. When conflicts break out, oil prices often jump quickly, affecting global markets and investment plans. These events reminded everyone how interconnected oil and diplomacy are in the Middle East. Looking ahead, Middle Eastern countries are also exploring new energy options. They are investing in renewable energy and new technologies to diversify their energy sources. This shift could change the way they use oil in diplomacy, opening new paths for cooperation and alliances beyond just oil. In the end, crude oil is more than a commodity in the Middle East. It's a strategic asset that influences regional politics, shapes international alliances, and impacts global economic stability. Whether through OPEC's decisions, regional rivalries, or security of key routes, oil remains at the heart of Middle East diplomacy.